Man, when I was younger and dumber, like early 20s, got my big boy job. I'm married. I've got my first kid on the way. I wanted to build wealth. I wanted to make money. And so I was reading books on investing in real estate. I started publishing books to Amazon, making money that way. Bought a rental property, did that house hacking thing. We bought a triplex, lived in the smallest unit, rented out the other two. It was California. The housing prices were ridiculous. Moved my wife and our firstborn kid when we bought the triplex to a bad neighborhood. And so I was spending all my time like reading books, studying, wanting to invest more, publishing more books. Like Saturdays, most of my Sundays, mornings, afternoons, my lunch break, doing that, which means whatever I was giving my time to before that was no longer getting it. In this case, it was my wife and my firstborn kid, our first daughter. And I would say things like, I'm doing this for us. Like, what are you getting on to me for? I'm doing it for us. Sacrifice now so we don't have to sacrifice later. All that other whatever nonsense. And to me, it made sense. I forced it to make sense on my spouse, and would almost make her feel guilty for questioning my time and all those other stuff that I was spending not with her and our firstborn kid. And truly, deep down, it had nothing to do with us. I was not doing it for them. I was doing it because I didn't think I actually had value. And I felt like if I had enough assets, if I had enough zeros in my bank account, that finally I would be enough. And my wife, who I was neglecting, would have a true reason to stick around. Because once she found out, deep down, I was afraid once she found out that I really wasn't lovable and likable and needed, that she would eventually leave. She would find someone who is. And so it was chaos. I had created a dumpster fire. And I mean, this thought process of not being lovable and likable and needed started when I was in middle school, and eventually led to a pornography addiction for like 2 decades. And the seeking after wealth was just another flavor of me trying to find value external from myself and the image of God I was made in. And so God pulled me out of all of that. But it started with really figuring out what did I actually believe was true about myself, and what was empowering all this time and effort and strife in my marriage to pursue it. And I can tell you right now, it ain't worth it, right? The stuff you're pursuing right now, if it's become your life because it is your life and your source of value, it will let you down, and then you will burn so much stuff around you to pursue that thing only to find out it's empty.